Hey, what's up everybody? I am back here on the channel. Welcome back. I am featuring a video today of a Lemax village for Spookytown called the Isle of Creepy Jacks, which is this one which I have here in front of me. This is a really cool piece from 2021. I'm not very sure where it ranks as far as my village is. Probably somewhere for sure in the top 10 because this is a very cool piece and you're going to see all the features. Not only does this serve as a village, but it serves also as a pond of sorts and as well as a kind of a fog machine. So this is the box for the Isle of Creepy Jacks. As you see here, it's a very good piece because it has all three of these checking out on the front. That means that it does things as far as motion. It comes with an adapter and it has a retail price of $119.99. At least in 2021 when it was first made available. I'm not sure of its availability any longer. I do not believe it's discontinued. But these things tend to just have 1 year and then they're gone from Michael's. And this was, at one time anyway, I don't know if it still is, a Michael's exclusive. Probably by now it's an eBay exclusive. So before we get too far going along on the Isle of Creepy Jacks, this is a village that I bought in 2021. I have a tote with all of this kind of stuff. I know which ones belong on which village. So I have, looks like I have 4 accessories that are going to go along this piece. And you can kind of tell where they're going to go. I've done this before. I've done it for 2 years now. They're going to go on the top there where those magnets are at. I'll hook those up. Another one here by the light where you will attach another piece. Now this pond is capable of being filled with water, which I'm also going to do. And actually, while I am on the topic of that pond, I have an accessory piece that I put in my pond. I don't know what it's called. Autumn and I just call it Jaws because it looks like Jaws. So we have Jaws and we're going to put them into the actual pond here after I fill it with water. So I have my filming light turned on, which is illuminating the village right now. I don't have any village lights turned on. I am a typical guy. I do not like directions, so I'm not going to be following directions for this village. I have all the information I need right there to tell me where these guys go. I have a batch of guys that I just had in my Ziploc. So looking at that, I can tell that one of them goes there. And again, they're magnets, so they're just going to stick on. Here is the tree. It's like a troll tree. We will put onto there. And this thing is just a simply spinning plate. So the guys will make a lap around. Here is the last guy. I'm gonna go on. You can see him facing the other way there on the box. So I will put him facing the other way, just like the picture. Lastly, there is one more magnet right here on the corner for the spooky tree to go on to. And again, there's a magnet on the bottom, which meets this part of the magnet, and it just sits. So let's take a look around. One side over here, this is the indicator and an option as well. This, you turn it on when you have water in if you want it to fog. If you don't want it to fog, or if you don't have any water in, you leave it on off. A nice pumpkin carving for a pumpkin freak like myself. And one thing I would advise, I do not like to use water consistently in this piece. Now, I know you can't really tell right now, but that was a darker blue. So when you start using water, and then the water doesn't only go in here, it goes all the way through. Because there are little channels for the water to get through, which you will see once I put the water in. But getting back to this water will make your village fade if you leave the water in for an extended amount of time. I've barely used it, and the water has already faded on mine. So just a FYI. This village will fade. The color will fade off the more often that you use the water. So just be advised of that. We already kind of touched on the top with these guys who are now in place. Coming down, this village is highly detailed. This was an absolute must for me as not only a village collector, but also a lover of pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Come on around the side before we plug it in. Nice, nice, nice. I got some, looks like foam on there. That's gone. Lots of just little details on this. So the easiest way is if you just have a bottle of water handy. Gone ahead and shut the filming light off that I was using so we can get a better look at the details on the lights of the village itself. As usual in all my videos, some of these might need adjusted. See where they shine the best. Make sure that these guys are being lit up properly. Get a little light on that tree guy. Really nice piece. Well lit. Pull back a little bit so you can see the whole thing in action. Okay, so my water indicator light is on. That means I need to add more water. So I've gone ahead and added a little bit more water. The indicator light has gone off, so I'm going to wait for some fog. Hopefully things will start fogging up here. Oh, light's back on. So while we're waiting for this thing to start making some fog, now look at that. And don't be fooled by the box. This is not sights and sounds as it says. There are no sounds coming out of this piece. Looks like some fog is starting to think about coming out. You see back there, the fog is getting ready to come out. But as for sound, not on here. As you can see, those indicators, if there was sound, there'd be a music note there in a green box, which there is not. So even though this says this is sights and sounds, this is not sights and sounds, this is just sights. The fog is beginning to arrive. So I'm going to go ahead and put our Jaws guys back into the water for effect. You can see the difference with the fog coming out, how it makes the whole scope of this village change. The lighting and everything. That gives that light inside, it gives that black lighting inside that much more effect. Now the fog's really starting to pick up. Although it's not completely dark in this room, it's dark enough to give you an idea of how this village looks with a little bit less lighting. I have to say, I don't know. This is a really cool village. I'm not sure which side I like better. Because this is cool with the pumpkin. And then you come over to this side and all the lights hitting the dock. Super cool. And then they do have these 12 by 12 sheets at Michael's that I use for my village when I actually do the entire village setup. They have these 12 by 12 just paper sheets for scrapbooking that look like water. I buy some of those every year to give off the effect of this actually really being an island, and I'll have my water paper down to make it look like waves are surrounding. You guys will see if you stick around for our 2023 village setup, but that's going to be a few months down the line. Not only that, it's going to be a very long video documenting that whole process. We're going to have like 60 villages to set up in place. Normally it takes me an entire weekend or longer to get everything set up. And this year I have a 1-year-old running around the house, so I'm going to have to be even more mindful. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. One last look at, now that the fog is rolling in hot and heavy, one last look at the Isle of Creepy Jacks. Well, that is going to do it for the Isle of Creepy Jacks from Lemax, Spookytown 2021. If you're even remotely on the fence about getting this particular piece, I would say, what are you waiting for? Like the girl in Scary Movie said.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Go get this piece. This is a super cool piece. It doubles as a fog machine. You guys have seen all of the cool things that it does, even though it doesn't play music. It does do other stuff that a lot of the Lemax villages do not have the capability of doing. So I would say by all means, run out and get one. If you're able to find one online, I do not believe this piece is discontinued. So I would definitely recommend this piece. I would also recommend the little accessory, which we refer to as Jaws. I will see you guys here next time on our next episode. We're going to be doing a lot of Halloween villages. We're going to be doing a lot of Halloween movie things, a lot of Halloween season things in general. I'm going to be documenting lots of trips to Michael's, seeing all the cool Halloween decorations coming out for 2023. And Autumn and I would be grateful if you would like and subscribe. That way you guys never lose contact with us and all the Halloween things we'll be doing for the season from here forward. Until next time, you guys, I will see you back here on YouTube.
What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? You!